Hello, I am Matt Judge, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I play my violin. So this is my violin right here. There are 4 strings on my violin. There's the G string, which is the lowest string in sound, the D string, the A string, and the E string. Now, in order to make sure my violin is prepared, I have to tune it to make sure that the notes are correct. So, I use the big pegs right here for major tuning if it's very out of tune, and then I use these little pegs at the bottom called fine tuners for minor adjustments or fine tuning. Now, there's different ways I can play the violin. The main way is using my bow, which I have to put rosin on in order to make sure that it sticks to the strings. Rosin is a type of material that allows my bow to stick to the strings better. So I first put my violin up like this. Now I put my neck or chin underneath on the chin rest, which allows me to hold the violin with my neck like this, and I don't need a hand for that. And this is very important so I can use my other hand to put my fingers on. Now, in order for me to make a sound with my bow, I put my bow on the strings and I move it back and forth. Now, using different amounts of pressure will determine how loud or soft my violin will be. So the more pressure I use, and also the more I use my bow, the louder it will be. And the less pressure I use and the less bow movement I use, the quieter it will be. Although if I do too much of one or the other, like if I use too much pressure and go too slow, it will have a very scratchy, squeaky sound, which is like this. And no one will like that. So I have to use, so the more pressure I use, the faster I have to move my bow to compensate for that. And the same thing with using too little. If I use too little and move too slow or too fast, it'll kind of have a sliding sound, sorry. Now, to make other notes, I have to put my fingers down on my violin. So, my first finger on the A string will create the B note. My second finger on the A string will create a C note. And then my third finger on the A string will create a D note. Now, to make the E note, I can use 2 different methods. I can either use the the E string, like this, or I can put my 4th finger, my pinky, down to create the same note. However, I can also make a flat note, which is a little bit lower in sound or pitch, by sliding it down a little bit. And that is used more for some other songs that have a different key note or key signature. And I can also slide my first finger up to the same position where my 3rd finger would be, and that allows me to play in a different position. So this is called first position here, and this is used most of the time. But if I want to play a more difficult area of a song, I can slide my finger up and it will create the same note. Like, so this is my 3rd finger for the note D, and then I put my first finger in the same spot, and I can go higher. Now that technique is more used for advanced parts of songs. And to show you how I play a song, I will be playing a very quick example from one of my favorite songs, Shipping Up to Boston. And there you go. That is how I play my violin. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and thank you so much for watching.